Hello, my friend, it's Jillian. Today we're going to be going through a fairly short practice designed to loosen up the hips. So when I started practicing yoga about 10-15 years ago, we used to always be told that we hold a lot of our emotions in the hips, and that it can be sort of a junk drawer for all that emotional baggage that we're carrying around. I'm not sure if I believe that so much anymore, but one thing I do know for sure is that most of us have tight hips because we spend a lot of our days sitting. So today's practice, you don't need any props, and we're going to start on our backs. So the first thing I usually like to do when I get onto my back is take the knees into my chest, maybe rock side to side a little bit, just work out anything that might be a little bit tight. And then once you're settled, let's keep the right knee in the chest. We'll interlace the fingers either in front of the shin or around the back of the thigh. Left leg can be bent or extended. And then as you inhale, that knee is going to rise away from the chest. And then as you exhale, bring it in using the strength of the arms. So inhale it out. Exhale it in. So this isn't a static pose. You do want to see some movement in the leg. Good, and let's do that one more time. And then keeping the right hand on the right knee, take the left arm out to the side or rest it softly on the hip. We'll start to bring that right knee out. So keeping the left side of the body heavy on the mat. And then let's start to bring that knee back through center. Switching hands on the knee, we're going to come into a twist. So start to take that right leg over towards the left and just find your edge. It doesn't have to be too far. We're just looking for a little bit of sensation there. Good. You might find you go a little deeper after a couple breaths, or you don't. That's okay. And then on your next inhale, let's bring that knee back to center. Bend your left leg. Take your right knee towards your right armpit, foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe you hook your big toe with your index finger, your middle finger, or maybe your hand comes to your thigh. Half happy baby. Leg can stay bent, or if it feels okay, straighten that leg. Nice deep breaths here. We're opening the hips. We're also finding space across the abdomen. So this is really nice if you've got any kind of menstrual cramps going on. Start to bring those knees back in. So letting go. Bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock side to side. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left knee stays in. Bend or extend right leg. Inhale, float that knee away. Exhale, bring it in. One more time. And then releasing that, let's keep the left hand on the left knee. Right arm comes out just for some stability as we open up the hip. Taking breaths. The next time you breathe in, let's take that knee back across the body, switch hands, and then breathe out, take that knee to the other side. And again, we're looking for sensation. It might not be that deep a twist. Back to center with that knee. Bend to the right knee. Take your left knee towards your armpit. Take your foot up towards the ceiling, hooking onto your big toe or hand to the thigh. Keep that right leg bent, or you can extend it. Again, breathing into the hip. Finding release. Ask yourself if you're holding anywhere else. Is your face scrunched up? Are your shoulders up off the mat? And let's start to bring both of our knees back into the chest. Again, maybe some circles with the knees on the ceiling, rocking side to side. Just releasing the lower back. Opportunity for some self-massage. And then rolling onto one side, find a fetal position. Use your bottom arm as a little bit of a pillow. And then from here, take your time coming back up. And we will come onto our hands and knees. And then curling toes under, lift the knees, lift the hips, and find a downward dog. Now this isn't an active class, it's not a flow class. We won't be doing a lot of downward dog, but maybe you take this opportunity to just pedal out the feet, work out any stiffness in the body, and look under one armpit and then the other. And then when you're ready, let's pick up the right foot. Take it up high, 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 up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, flex the foot. You can even look underneath your armpit. And then we'll start to bring that right knee through. Place it behind your wrist. So we're setting up for a pigeon pose, but we're taking a variation of it today. So drop your back knee down. And rather than keeping your hips square, what we're going to do is drop your right hip down. Take this front shin so it's parallel with the front of the mat. This back leg has a 90-degree bend, so we're looking for sort of a 90-90 in both legs. Our hips won't be square, and that's okay. Turn towards the front of the mat, coming down over that right leg, and just release to your extent. So it doesn't need to be that far down. Just whatever feels good. And we're looking for just a little sensation in the hip. Couple more breaths. Check in with the shoulders, check in with the face. Make sure you're not holding or gripping, doing more work than you need to. And then let's come back up to a seat. We'll turn this into a little bit of a twist, won't hold for very long. Take your left hand over your right knee, your right hand behind the back, and look over your right shoulder. And with your next in-breath, turn your gaze back to the top of the mat. Take your time coming out of this modified pigeon. We'll come back to our downward dog. We'll get in the other side the exact same way. So find your downward dog again. Maybe you pedal out your feet a little bit. And then let's pick up the left foot. Again, we'll use gravity to open up the hip a little bit. Bend the knee, flex the foot, open, open. Maybe look under your armpit. And then let's bring that knee through. Drop back knee down, walk it back a little bit if you need to. Take that left hip down. The shin comes parallel with the top of the mat. Bend in the back leg. Sitting up nice and tall, come down over this front leg, your left leg. And again, we're looking for sensation. Looking for what sometimes is called the edge. And then as you inhale, come back up. Exhale, take right hand over left knee and we'll turn, take a twist. Just for a couple breaths. And then coming out of this twist, let's take the back leg forward and come back into a seat. So take a moment now. Once you get back onto your back, ask yourself if there's any final movement that you want to take. A twist, a stretch, knees into the chest again. And then when you're done that, settle in for your final rest. So this would be a good opportunity to turn off the video. I thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon.